I see others that would come to Christ. They would dedicate their life. And as I sat there in the pew, I'd said, I don't know as I want to do that right now. I'm not ready for that. I can do that later. And so it was later in my life when I did see that there was a need that I had to have, and it was Christ. And through a friend that I had met at school from the kids' activities, I remember her talking about her church. And her church was Cedar Heights Baptist. And in desperate need, because of a marriage that was not very good and was getting abusive, I felt that I wanted to commit suicide, but I think I wanted it because of attention. I decided to get a hold of her and get the phone number of the church. So when I called, the pastor that was answering the phone at that time was Pastor Tom Hammond, who has since gone home to be with the Lord. But through talking with me and telling me, more about Jesus and asking me if I wanted to accept him and have my sins forgiven, and I did at that time. Since I only had 1 week vacation, I took that week and I spent the whole week, every day and every night, at the Bible conference. And I remember exactly where I sat all the time because it was the red theater seats, the old theater seats. And it was just a joy. And each one just blessed your heart, and you thought, it just can't get any better. But it did. And their messages were so what I needed to hear at that time in my life. The messages were just so clear. And I would want nothing to be changed in that. I want to be able to hear people that believe the scriptures are true and that they're not afraid to talk about it and tell us about them, and to keep that forever and ever, not to deviate like we're hearing about now, but to stay true to what God's word says for us. Now, I like to sit at the round tables in the back and have my Bible and my paperwork all spread out all over. And then I like to leave it there because then I know when I come back, that's where my seat's going to be. And I can. We've had just great speakers throughout the whole time that I've been able to attend this conference. And it just has to go on forever and ever because people need to be blessed.